Cinco de Mayo is coming up. I have to make tacos. I really have to make tacos. So what we're having for dinner is tacos al pastor. So I'm gonna start this the night before and I will finish it tomorrow. I believe that traditional tacos al pastor are made with pork shoulder, but today I'm gonna go ahead and use this pork loin roast. I looked at the macros and I compared the pork loin roast to the pork butt, and actually, ounce for ounce, this has more protein. I'm not slicing it into chops, I'm slicing it into like slices. I'm staying against the grain. I can see the grain is going this way, so I'm cutting it against the grain so that it's more tender when I cook it. And now all I have to do is make the marinade, and this comes together really fast. In here I have, about 1/3 of a cup of pineapple juice. And that is really what makes al pastor. Al pastor is 1/4 of a cup of white vinegar. The vinegar with the pineapple juice is really gonna tenderize the meat. And then I have here this achiote, and you can find it in the Hispanic foods section of your supermarket. It's Annatto Paste, and it's pretty cool. It comes in like this brick. And I'm just gonna take a chunk of this brick and crumble it up and put it in here. A tablespoon of chili powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of oregano, a teaspoon of ground cumin, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of black pepper. Get this mixed up. It smells so nice. Dump this over the pork. Every little bit of pork gets into that marinade. And I'm gonna put some plastic on this and put it in my fridge, and we will see you tomorrow. So it is the next day. And this is so fun. This is very fun. This is my marinated pork from overnight, and it smells right. And what I have here is some pineapple. I left a few pieces whole like that. So I'm gonna take 2 pieces of this whole pineapple and put it in the bottom of this baking dish. Here I have a skewer, and I'm gonna stick this right in the middle, get it all the way down. I'm leaving the pointy part facing up, and it kind of makes like a stand. And then all I have to do is take this meat, and that's why the pointy part is on the top. And I'm just gonna layer it on this stick. And I cut this skewer to make sure it fits in my oven. My oven is on at 350 degrees, and I put all the racks at the bottom. I mean, meat on a stick, am I right? And then I take this last piece of the whole and I put it on the top, through the top, and just make a sandwich out of it. It's so crazy, but it's so fun. I absolutely love this. So this is going into the oven, and I'll see you in an hour and a half. So I'm gonna make some salsa verde while that's cooking. These are tomatillos. They're not a tomato. I think they're in the same family, but they are not a tomato. I'm just peeling off the skin, and they are sticky. After I peel the skin off, I'm gonna give these a really good rinse. So my tomatillos are all washed, and I'm just gonna cut them in half, and I'm just gonna put the halves face down on this baking sheet. You do not wanna eat these raw. They will be too sour and not tasty. I'm gonna also add this jalapeno to my pan. 1/4 of a white onion. I'm just gonna put it on the broiler and give it a watch and make sure they're charred and kind of soft. Maybe I shouldn't have used parchment. Probably next time I will use foil. It didn't catch fire. It just got as brown as the veg. I'm gonna put it in my food processor. And I took any juice that was in the bottom of that tray and I poured it in with it. A handful of cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, don't make salsa verde. Make salsa roja. I'm gonna give it the juice of a whole lime. Pinch of salt. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm thinking I didn't make enough, but this has chips written all over it. Fresh. There's nothing like green salsa. Look at our little tower of tacos. I'm gonna keep it real. Kind of kept falling over, but I made it a little skirt of tinfoil to keep it standing up. And I put a few more pieces of that pineapple in the pan here to get them a little bit roasty to go on top of the tacos. Just stealing a piece. It's so good. I'm just gonna let this rest for like 5 minutes before I slice it. Gonna cover it with a little foil. All this pineapple can go on the taco. I just want like thin slices, and the stick really helps it keep together. And I'll flip it over. Now we got a flat side to work with. Come on, this looks so amazing. Just give this pineapple a little chop. And when you cook it, it's so much sweeter. So here I have my pineapple, my meat, a little onion with cilantro mixed in, and my salsa verde. A little meat, pineapple, crunchy onion on top, salsa verde on top. That is so good. This is one of my favorite things of all time. I thought it was really fun to make tacos al pastor for Cinco de Mayo, and I hope you try it. Feliz Cinco de Mayo, everyone.